Ebusia former kwaba edeba Ghanatube so ensem a ekoso ewo omanimo onsa ebeka na sene amatena se amaja akonye se ensem a ekoso no makwakoboaboa ebi ano ede apa ebusia for ye ensem no entempa no ye beka kotie ensem no na yeba na matwa so ede amount.
We are currently at the Ghanatube water treatment area. As you can see behind us, the Ayesu River is what we see behind us, and you can all see how bad the situation is. We've already been to other locations together. We saw the macro situation. We've seen the Enuma Pepem situation. Yesterday, we also saw the situation at the Upper Dentra East area and how mining is happening blatantly right on the highways and how it's destroying our water bodies. We are having this conversation this morning simply because of, for us, the body language and the posture that the government has taken. We believe that it is a posture that doesn't inspire hope and doesn't encourage us and give us the assurance that the government is willing and ready to deal with this Galamsey menace. As you can see, and I'm sure you've already gathered from the community, more than half or about half of the central region currently do not have potable drinking water because the Ghanatube water treatment plant has been shut down. The community members tell us that this is something they haven't experienced before. That they have never seen this Ayesu River here looking this way. Very, very bad. It's never been like this until about 2.5 months ago. The very painful aspect of it is that the community members, or even in this district, Agona East District, Agona West, Gomwa Central, and all of it adjoining districts, none of them have mining going on in their areas. And so you have a community that have nothing to do with mining. They don't know what gold is in terms of seeing raw gold. They have never been engaged in mining before. Right ahead of us here is somebody's farm, which we had to walk through and come here. And they have to suffer the consequences. So this community is struggling. About half of Central Region do not have potable water because there is active Galamsey going on in the Eastern Region, somewhere in the Ayesuano area, Enuma Pepem to be precise, where we are just coming from. And the repercussion or its negative effect is being felt by hundreds of thousands of people in close to about 11 other districts in the Central Region. Think about it. The mining is happening in the Eastern Region, and you have over 11 districts suffering the consequences when they have nothing to do with mining. Now, the government communications minister, Honorable Kwachi Ofusu, tells us that we can only tell him that Galamsey is worsened if we show him proof. This morning, our friends from the media, the mission here is to present the proof to Honorable Kwachi Ofusu, so he can pass it on to the president and the government and let the NDC government understand that there is enough proof that Galamsey is worsened. And today, many more districts who hitherto 9 months ago were living their peaceful life and going about their lives without any stress cannot get water to drink because of the escalated nature of Galamsey across the country. We are worried because the NDC government has a record and history of always muddying our water bodies whenever they are in power. And we are not the ones saying it. The data proves it. Indeed, if you go to the Water Resources Commission website, there is enough evidence that shows that before 2010, when Galamsey escalated in the manner we are seeing today in this country, we had 40 water sites that were being tracked by the Water Resources Commission. As of 2010, when this Galamsey we are seeing popped its head, 40 of these sites were fairly good water. Now, with the Water Resources Commission Water Quality Index, what they do is that they use the turbidity level of the water, including, in addition to the nutrients and 2 other indicators, to come up with the water quality. And that is why I make the point that only the turbidity level cannot be used as a measure for the quality of our water. And for all of us to be on the same page, the Water Resources Commission has been tracking our water quality since 2005, and the data is available for all of us. Today, as of December 2024, the Water Resources Commission Water Quality Index clearly indicates that by 2010, 40 of our water sites were fairly good. When the NDC government was in power between 2010 and 2016, this is what happened. By 2016, the 40 quality water, fairly good water that we had reduced to 15. And 25 of this fairly quality water have now become poor quality water. Let me repeat it. Between 2010 and 2016, the NDC government, which President Mahama was then a vice president and a president at some point, had moved our fairly good water from 40 to 25 poor quality water, and only 15 of these water were fairly good water. It tells you that we have every reason to be worried. We have every reason to be concerned if we are not getting enough assurance from the president looking at his track record. Because between the period of 2010 and 2016, when he was vice president and president, our water bodies deteriorated to a very poor state. Now guess what? When the NPP government took office, between 2017 and 2024, the 25 poor quality water that we inherited were reduced from 25 to 10. And so by the time Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was leaving office in December 2024, the 15 fairly good water that the NDC government left had increased from 15 to 29 good water. It means that in the 8-year period, the NPP government managed to improve our water quality by reducing the 25 poor quality water to only 10 and increasing the fairly good water from 15 to 29. Indeed, we had even good quality water by the time we were leaving office in 2024. Galamsey is not politics. And that is why all our time in government, I insisted that the NDC were charting a very bad course if they continue to make Galamsey political. I am of the view that the NDC's posture and conduct in opposition and how they publicly went into the Galamsey areas and encouraged and enabled the Galamseyers is one of the reasons why the NPP government struggled to fight and win the Galamsey fight. Because for 2 years, between 2017 and 2019, when the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP government placed a ban on Galamsey, we saw evidence that the water bodies that were looking muddier than this could be clean. We are appealing to the president and the NDC government. Our lives are at stake. The future of this country is at stake. People cannot find potable quality water to drink. The Central Region example is only one example. The reasons and the excuse he gave us through the media engagement is not one that engender hope. It is one that points to he enabling Galamseyers and simply telling the Galamseyers that if they manage to get the gold, whether through foul or fair means, he is ready to buy them. Again, he confirmed through his press engagement that indeed he could be buying gold from Galamseyers to as much as $4 billion out of the $6 billion he has exported. That for us, we believe, it's a cause for concern. Because if the president is giving us an indication that he could be buying illegal gold from criminals and exporting, and that is what he's anchoring his government's transformation plan on, then we cannot trust and believe that he is going to put measures in place to end galamsey. Because should he succeed at ending galamsey, what he is telling us is that he may be running short of $6 billion, $4 billion out of $6 billion possible exports. We are begging, pleading, and appealing to the president and the NDC government that we beg him, he should prioritize our lives and the environment over money. And that we are not interested in how much money he is getting from these criminals. He should stop buying the gold from the criminals and get them off our river bodies so we can have water to drink, so we can have quality, proper health care. Water Resources Commission Water Quality Index, usually they aggregate it to the end of the year. The turbidity levels data we have seen clearly indicate that much more of our water bodies' turbidity level have deteriorated and worsened. And this is not we saying it. This is the Water Resources Commission saying it. Indeed, if you want to move away from the data to how these things can be proven with the impact, that is where we are standing now. The fact that the Kwenyako water treatment plant for the first time have had a cause to shut down the water plant. The fact that the people of Kwenyako, Agoda East, Agoda West, Gomoa Central, and close to 11 districts do not have water to drink and do not have water to even wash their things is evidence enough to show that the situation has worsened. And we are sure that now that we have presented this to the government, they will take some decisive action and not continue to repeat the same old strategies they spoke against and present them to us as evidence of what they are doing. What we are saying is that the NDC government should show us new alternative ways of fighting galamsey and not repeat the things that were done in the past, for which reason they said they could do better and came to office. They gave 6 clear promises to the people of this country when it comes to the fight against galamsey, one of which they've already exhausted the timeline. They said in their social contract with us that in the first 120 days, they will place a ban on all form of small-scale mining. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the easiest thing any government can do. Like Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did in April 2017, 3 months in his office, 8 months is too long a time for a government to be showing and dragging their feet in the fight against galamsey. Of December 2024, near to Abewie, near the so galamsey for Niama. Near to Abewie, now you're training a hand over my NDC, and so now police for the soldier for galamsey for Niama. Every April 2017, January 6, 2025, NPP are buying constantly had police and military in the forest and in our water bodies fighting galamsey. It is over. Now say they are already sharing your videos, any pictures, I watch share excavators, any town fans here. It is with the gala for you because they are not over now cassette and one away. And I said, dear now the bar Government Communications Minister Honorable Kwache Ofosu. Send the region here, in fact, Oko Wenim Kakre be a few hours from here. We will run a constituency. I see up evidence. Honorable Felix Kwache Ofosu evidence in there. When Yako for say never in the history of this community, and then so we ISA. In your own region, for over 1.5 months, water plant with Ghana Water for shutting it down. It's 1.5 months, Felix Kwache Ofosu, your own people do not have water to drink. Until you ask for the evidence, this is your evidence. Now get to work and take action, and let's fix this problem once and for all.
Your ebusia for yakotie ensem no aba mi gidi se utie ni ye pa ubetimi eja comments no amami ewo comment section na mejebore akenka ni nyina e de amo ansa na medesa edition beba ewie na ebusia for mention say na first time I share me ewo channel we so a ebusia for subscribe na hit notification bell no efa mama for more and quick updates after remember we say obe like na wasan share your videos ni nyina amaye aha Ghanatube so mo amodofo snowing sisi ade makram.